What's up? So in this video, drawing dynamic poses, I switched up a little bit, and this time I'll be drawing some anatomy because I've been getting a lot of requests for drawing different anatomy poses and muscles to kind of show how I attach those shapes and things to the circles and squares and stuff like that. So for this one, I chose a couple of poses. This one has his arm up, and I chose a side view, which will be the second pose. And so for this, I did I created the normal way as you saw me do before, where I'm creating the circles for the shoulders and the circles for the arms and the circle for the waist and circle for the chest area. And what I'm going to do is start to overlap the shapes over top of these to kind of show you how I do it, or how I do it now, because it took a lot of practice for me to do it this way, because before I was kind of just trying to figure out which way to go and which way to add those curves to the shapes and things like that. So for this, you see me kind of just overlaying it on top of those shapes. So with this one, I'm kind of just going with the flow. I'm looking at where the muscles are and I'm following the muscles. And this is where the triceps are. Triceps have a couple of heads on the back. I'm kind of drawing that, showing me where I'm just going, and I'm just adding in shapes. I'm doing it real quick because I'm trying to kind of just, I'm just going with the flow, drawing what I see, and just just flowing with it to kind of get that anatomy going. And the way, I guess, the more you practice with it, the more you'll easily just know where things go. So I'm kind of drawing off of it, but also going off of muscle memory from drawing the arm in that position multiple times. So you kind of just, the more you draw anatomy in certain positions, the more your mind can kind of just figure out where certain muscles go, because you may see shapes and muscles that may not show in the picture. And what you see me add to this one, I may add some things that the picture didn't have. So right, I'm just going and I'm following the reference, going up, adding in that part with the back of the neck. And I'm not like a person that knows like anatomy, like a doctor or anything. I'm more like, I draw those muscle groups. Um, I know some names for some of the muscles, but I just go off of memory for what looks anatomically correct. But as far as like naming like every single muscle, like I don't know all that. And you technically don't really have to know the names of all the muscles. I mean, you can. It's good to know for brownie points, but you don't really need to know the names of all the muscles to be able to draw muscles. So right, I'm going through and I'm just adding in that part where the sides are, where the rib cage connects to the lats. At least that much I do know. Now I'm adding in the shoulder, and the more you draw these, the better you kind of get at getting those curves. I say probably if you want to draw some crazy dynamic muscles, you can draw. There's a lot of Baki poses that you can draw. I know that he has a lot of exaggerated muscles, but drawing a bunch of those can get you drawing dynamic poses with muscles real quick. I think I have a whole lot of videos drawing Baki's anatomy, the crazy dynamic muscles bending in all kinds of different directions. You see, I'm just adding in all the curves. Man, I'm doing this real quick. You see, because I didn't speed this video up or anything. I'm just going with the flow, adding in all the lines. Because I always like to make these videos to kind of show my methods for practicing. So when I practice, drawing different poses and muscles and things like that, I'll just record it for all you guys so you can kind of see and learn with me, um, and figure out some things that maybe I didn't figure out when drawing these things. Because no matter how good you are or how much a professional you are, you're always going to be practicing. There's always room to improve. So I'm adding the back, connecting the shoulders, adding in all the lines. And it's all just curves, and overlapping. Same as when I'm doing the shapes. You overlap shapes when you're doing certain poses. You have to overlap muscles when you're drawing those muscles. So I'm adding in the little ribs on the side there, darkening some of the areas. Let me kind of get a general idea. I was going to go on this with a blue pencil first, but I decided, well, I'll just use a pencil the whole way. Draw the first part lightly and then go in harder with the pencil to get those dark lines. That way I'm not erasing as much. I'm just going in and I'm just adding in small details here and there, trying to finish it off. Because the back, the back has a lot of parts, as well as the side and the chest also. But I think the back is probably has a lot more. But either way, it all takes practice. Now this one, I started out with the shoulder first, because since it's more of a side view, I'm just working my way down, throwing the sketch down real quick, using shapes, getting in, roughing in all the circle in there, and for the shoulders, and the circle for the chest, and just a little light circle for the waist. And I'm just going in there and I'm just outlining the chest and the abs area. Now I'm adding in some slight details, just kind of refine the shape a little bit more. It's almost like you're working with clay, trying to mold it out. Like you got all the shapes and everything in, and now you're just adding in, cutting out all the the mold to create that whatever you're trying to make. I'm getting in the biceps. You see everything I'm adding in now is a little darker. And with the paper I have, I can erase dark lines too. So no matter how dark you get, I can still go back over it and erase it because the paper is pretty smooth. I was adding in all the shapes for the neck. Getting that in there. Darken some of the lines. So we have the reference on the side, which would make it easier for you to follow through when you're drawing it, however way you're drawing it. I'm adding in the little lats. You see I'm adding in all the connecting lines. The one that goes into the underarm, the one that goes directly up to the chest, and then you got the one on the bottom for I think they're called the obliques. I'm assuming. I'm adding in all those connecting lines. It's almost like kind of like a puzzle when you're creating that rib cage on the side. All right, I'm just connecting all the lines, drawing in those, darkening the abs, working in the neck just a little bit more. Not really focusing too much on that area, just to kind of make, rough out the head a little, part of the bottom of the neck. All right, I'm darkening some more lines, adding some small details, especially the leg. And even when you're drawing, the actual characters and things like that, you're not really drawing out the full muscles. Well, unless depending on the type of character it is. I know Baki draws like the muscles full on, but typically you won't really see definition unless you're extremely ripped. And even then you won't really see this many lines. But sometimes I like to draw this many lines depending on what type of character you're making. It always looks good for superheroes and fighters. But that's it for this video. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hype it up, hit the like button, subscribe, comment for any other poses you want to see or anatomy poses that you want to see also, and take care.